What's up, YouTube? Friends, family, ladies, gents, all the above. We're gonna work on this band sander. It's old, I think 60s or 70s. This thing. So we use this a lot for like restorations and stuff. Well, I haven't yet. I've only used it for one. But we're gonna take it apart, clean it up, and throw a coat of paint on it. I do know it's missing a pulley that goes back here, which we don't need. That won't make us, no, never mind. We're going to check the bearings. I think they're good. It makes some god-awful noises. I think the belt is super loose. And this cover on this side, you can see it just like flaps in the wind. So we're going to put some screws back in it. Can you see? So we're going to put some screws back in it, probably down here. But we're going to take everything apart, clean it up, and make it look prettier, and hopefully quiet it down a little bit. That's the goal. Because it's kind of obnoxious. When you turn it on, it's like, obnoxious, just like I was. So let's take it apart. We'll get all the pieces taken off. I'll probably do that in like fast motion. Fast forward. I don't know what it's called. Time lapse? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But we'll get that done. And then we'll clean it up and do some painting. And yeah. So if you could, click down, subscribe, and we'll get to it. Okay, we got it mostly disassembled as far as I'm going to take it. This is just soapy water. We're going to wash down the pieces we're going to paint. Like these pieces. This we're going to paint. And then these little pieces. So we'll wash those down, then I'll bring you back in a minute. Just throw these right in the bucket. This is just a surface cleaner, like grease and wax remover. This stuff I just got at my local paint shop. You can use acetone or probably mineral spirits. So I'm not gonna hit this with primer. All I did was cleaned it, soap and water, just dish soap. Then sanded it, just like just take off the shine. It looks like it has like 6 coats of paint on it already. So I'm not gonna worry about priming it. Just get rid of give the paint something to bite to. And then I cleaned it with some grease and wax remover. They sell it at any paint shop. I think you can get it at Walmart or any place like that. But also like acetone or mineral spirits, stuff like that should work. But we're not going for perfection. I'm not even worrying about the base. It's in pretty good shape. It might need some rubber feet, but we're just gonna paint the top, paint those other couple parts I washed, and see if we can clean up the, this original green. We're gonna see if we can clean it up, because it doesn't look in that bad of shape. So we'll see. I don't want to throw a coat of paint on it because it's just gonna, get all jacked up anyways. So let me shake this up, get my mask and everything, then we'll paint this up and go from there. Your best bet, if you're doing any kind of painting, you can get these at Walmart for or not Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. It's a 3M face mask. It's very cheap. You can get them on Amazon. When it comes to your lungs, you want your lungs. You don't want to fuck around with your lungs or your eyeballs. There's 2 things I don't want to live without. Or you can't live without your lungs. But anyways, it's like 20 or 30 bucks. It's worth it. I'm doing this inside, but it's as you can see, the big garage door is open and I have a fan behind us blowing air through. And then the 2 smaller parts I'm going to paint outside, but I don't want to lift this table up. So let me get my mask on, and then we'll paint this. And okay, so we got this painted. We got the other 2 pieces painted. There's one on the floor, there's one hanging up. It looks good enough. As I said, this isn't a perfect restoration. This is just kind of like a refurbish, just to make sure everything's copacetic and works right. My camera's all catawampus. Catawampus. Who came up with that word? Not me, I don't think. Maybe. Hell, I don't know. But so what we're gonna do is probably brush this off with like a wire wheel on a Dremel or something. All this little stuff, clean this up, and then we'll go from there. I won't bore you guys with me just using a wire wheel. I'll bring you back when we're putting it back together. What's going on? It's the next day. Trying to flip around my screen. We got this all painted up. Looks pretty good. I'm not going to worry about painting this. It's just going to get messed up anyway, and this is like a hard finish, so we'll just leave that how it is. So we're just going to clean up like the pulleys and such a little bit. Any of the wheel surfaces where the wheels have to spin, like this. We'll clean that up with some steel wool. Maybe hit her with the wire wheel. And then we'll put it back together. Sound good? Sounds good to me. I think that looks great. Hey. Okay, what we're doing here is you adjust this screw up and down and this screw up and down to change the pitch of this wheel. So I'm just taking and lining this up and then trying to get the pitch right. See that gap right there? We need to get rid of that gap. We'll start off with that and we'll see which way the blade tracks, or which way the belt tracks, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we'll see how this belt tracks, then we'll adjust it. Looks like the belt needs to come over that way. We'll see. You can use a straight edge on these pulleys also. I think I need a new belt. I might have to run out. I'm not going to do that on this video. The belt is pretty much shot, but we're under that shutdown or whatever for that stuff that's going on worldwide. Thought I had some belts, but I can't seem to find them. So what's happening is this, let me get my stupid flashlight out of the way. This pulley, if you look, it has a set screw here and a set screw on the other side. Well, the pulley is going all weird because only one set screw is in it. So we're going to clean that hole out, put another set screw in it that I found, and we'll go from there. We're going to pick up a belt next time we're out from like a Tractor Supply. They have like a whole wall full of them. But as of now, it does work. Tracking really good, just that belt is shot. Also, I need to get some rubber feet. So I just need to, I'm not going to put the belt guard on right now because I'm going to have to take the back off. But we did get all that painted also. Then we'll screw it here, screw it here. So the kitty doesn't get her tail caught in here. So we're going to call that a win. I think it looks decent. Looks a lot better than it did. And it runs a lot smoother. The belt tracks really good. Everything's cleaned up and lubed. Besides that, I think we're good to go. So we got it looking good. Everything works great. We're going to pick up a new belt for it, but we don't need to show that on video. All you do is pull this off, just change the belt. Simple as that. If you could, click down, subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching. Truly appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks again.